Bang! Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, a cryptocurrency blockchain aggregated news show on YouTube. It's going to be drinking. It's going to be smoking. It's going to be swearing. You have been warned. So look. Here I come. In 3, 2, 1. Bang! Welcome, everybody. Black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jew. Welcome. My name is Shomari Clarke. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News. You're not about to witness with your very own eyes. Greatest show on earth. Greatest show in the multiverse. Bang! Greatest daggone show in the daggone multiverse. Bang! We have a great show for you today. All right, everybody. Look. Oh, yeah, the crypto's rocking and rolling. We are rocking and rolling. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking great. And everything is about to get even greater. So let me talk to you about what we're going to talk about tonight. And let's get into it. So, first story, Trump. So, tonight is kind of a Donald Trump night, the first two stories. So, Donald Trump is going to build a dedicated person in the White House to handle crypto stuff. Bang! And the next story is the U.S., there's some serious people talking about it, about using Bitcoin as a strategic reserve. The guy in Argentina, Bukele, he did that. They've made billions of dollars already. I think it was like 2 years ago. His government said, we're going to buy 1 Bitcoin a day every day. And they have. Yeah, he's made billions. And the other day he tweeted something like, I told you so. Yeah, that's the prime minister of Argentina. Or president. I don't know if he's a president or prime minister, but yeah. He's like, I told you so. All right, so, and then the last story is the UK have crypto regs coming. So, and then, of course, the shout-outs and daily summary as per usual. So let's proceed how we proceed with a little hook. Bang! Whoops. Bang! And then we head on over here and we do a little bit of look. Bang! Yeah! So look at that Bitcoin. Look at the Bitcoin. So, I know it's been fantastic. Just watching the skyrocket. I mean, honestly, we're going to we'll probably hit 100K this weekend, man. All right, let's do this how we do this, though, normally. Let's proceed how we proceed. All right, price of Bitcoin is $98,564. Holy shit. When I left you last time, we were at $72,066. So we have gone up bigly. We have gone up 2,600. Wait, sorry. $26,502. Bang. $26,000 up, folks, since the last time I talked to you. And last time I talked to you was the 29th of last month. So just under a month. So just under a month. Holy schmoly. Bitcoin has rocked $26,000 in gains. I mean, that's really incredible. And it's like, wow, Shomari, man, why is this happening? How is this possible? This is amazing, Shomari. Yeah, it is. This is fucking awesome. And, well, it's very simple. Supply and demand, right? Markets are supply and demand. The more people want something, the more expensive it gets, right? If you're in a village and everyone is starving, and you walk in the village with a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, yeah, well, you can sell that chicken for as much as you want. They're starving. They'll pay you anything for the chicken, right? Of course, you should be a nice person and just give them, but, that's how markets work, right? So right now, these Bitcoin miners and stuff have a bucket of Bitcoin and everyone's starving for it. So they're all bidding for it. You know what I mean? They bought it at 50K. We'll buy it at 100K too. Just give me a piece of chicken. I'm hungry. Right? Just give me a piece of that chicken. Right? And, when BlackRock and Fidelity and those kind of guys keep buying up the Bitcoin, it makes it more expensive because there's less of them on the market, right? You have to remember when BlackRock and Fidelity and those guys are buying Bitcoin for their ETFs, those Bitcoin are off the market. Now they're gone. As long as that fund is open, the Bitcoins in it have to stay in it, right? Like, so they're locked in, right? So you take them off the market. And so obviously a fund like that, yeah, well, it's going to be on the market forever. Those Bitcoin that BlackRock are buying to now will never see the light of day again. Maybe in 50 years or something, if they close the fund in like 50 years. But as long as that fund is open, yeah, well, those Bitcoins are locked in, right? And that's what's happening. Well, that's what's happening, right? These guys are buying up all the Bitcoin. And not only that, but, we just got options trades on the spot ETFs, which is great because that pumps liquidity into the space, right? Options traders pump a lot of liquidity into a space. And so you like to always have options traders around. And you notice when the options trading desks got opened a couple days ago, boom, that's how we got here. That's how we got to 98.5, right? Because the options trading desks, that's what markets are, supply and demand, right? It's not some magical cycle, right? It's not some halving. It's more money coming into a space, right? That's what makes markets grow, right? It's not, Shomari, man, but there's a 4-year cycle. And it goes up every 4 years. You're telling me that the passage of time, right? Because that's what you're telling me. 4 years, right? The passage of time. 1, 2, 3, 4 years. You're telling me that the passage of time is what makes an asset go up. That's what you're saying. Just because time passed. Well, it doesn't work like that. What makes an asset go up in value is because people want that shit, right? They want it, right? Tesla shares don't go up, every 6 months just because the passage of time is not, it's not an investment strategy. That's not real. Okay, more money comes into the space, and that's the beauty, and that's what I've been teaching on this channel. If you're new to this channel, I'm a Forex trader, right? My money makes me money. I don't have a 9-to-5 job. And trust me, you're about to get rich. Yeah, if you have enough crypto, you're about to get fucking rich. Wait till I read to you what Trump's about to do with crypto. Oh, hey. About to get fucking rich. And that's what this channel's been about, is guiding people through the wild west of crypto into the integration of the distributed ledger technology industry into the traditional markets. And so what I've always taught here was that first we'll have custody, then we'll get regs, then we'll get investment vehicles, and when the investment vehicle comes, bang, a tsunami of money is coming to this space. A tsunami. How do you know a tsunami of money is coming? Trust me, dog. Trust me. Okay. No, trust me. That's some trust me, bro talk. How do I know what's coming to the space? Well, because those guys, the hedge funds, the institutions, they're called investors. And when investors see a good opportunity to make money, they take it. Well, there ain't no better place to make money right now in terms of gains, your ROI, as this distributed ledger technology, cryptocurrency space. Is there. Your Tesla shares go up 9% a year. Yeah, Bitcoin just went up 9% the other day. In fact, look at the screen right now. It's up 13.14% in 7 days. Yeah, let your Tesla shares try that shit. Right? And what does that tell you? That tells you people are hungry for Bitcoin. Like I said, the starving village. Everyone's going to pay you as much as you want. Right? And, these guys are coming for it. I've told you guys, and if you're new to this channel, the only reason the institutional investors aren't here yet is because they can't get here yet. Because we don't have what's called regulatory clarity. If I'm a hedge fund, I can't put my client's money in an unregulated asset. That's fucking highly illegal. And I wouldn't do it because I don't want to lose my license and, go to jail and everything. I'd tell the client to go fuck off. But, as you can see, the clients are begging for Bitcoin. So these guys are all buying the Bitcoin ETFs right now and putting it in their clients' portfolios, right? And that's the integration of the distributed ledger space into the real markets. Now you're in, like I've always told you guys, I'm a Forex trader and I came to the crypto market, right? Crypto's kind of my side hustle. It's a big hustle though, but, my money makes me money. But I came to this crypto space because I'm not stupid, right? I know that when these blockchains are actually working and being used, these guys are going to invest in it as soon as they can. And when they can is when there's regs. As soon as regs come, they'll start investing. And so you see that here in America, only 2 cryptos are regulated. 2 blockchains are regulated, Ethereum and Bitcoin. And so you see them, they made the ETFs out of Ethereum and Bitcoin. And you see the Bitcoin one flying. The Ethereum one, not so much. Yeah, because they're hungry. Their investors want it. Their clients want it. So they're hungry and they're buying it like crazy, right? And remember, those are spot ETFs. And so that's what makes the price go up, because we had ETFs before, but those were futures contract ETFs. Yeah, and they had billions of dollars in them too. Yeah, but it didn't affect the price because you're just buying a futures contract, which doesn't affect the underlying asset in which the contract is made for, right? Spot ETF, on the other hand, well, as long as more people keep buying that ETF, BlackRock has to keep buying more Bitcoin. You know, I mean, they have to, because you have to have as much money in your fund on a spot fund as what it's advertised, right? Like, there's no, you can't cheat that. You have to have that. And so as long as people keep buying in, well, BlackRock has to keep buying off the market, thus taking them off the market, thus creating scarcity, thus, well, that's why your Bitcoins are flying right now. And so it's a great time. It's a great time. We're finally getting to the stage, like I said. I mean, we still have regs to go here in America, and that's what we're going to talk about Trump. He's probably going to give it to us. And I'm going to talk about the British. They say they're going to do it this year. And so this is really the boom. Like, get ready. Inflation is finished. So the central banks aren't going to be raising interest rates. We are now what's called a risk on. Right, so risk on is when, I'm not going to get into the whole details, but it's when all the hedge funds and everyone are out there just throwing money around, looking for investment opportunities. Like, they don't care. They're just out there making money now. Crazy, right? So we're risk on again. And so as long as investment vehicles get made for this stuff, these guys will come here. All right, so let's do how we normally do, and then we'll get to the Trump and British stuff. All right, so top 10 of the day, brothers and sisters. You know who they are, the usual suspects. Top 10, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Solana, BNB, XRP, Dogecoin, USDC, Cardano, Tron, Avalanche. Oh, and Avalanche. All right, market moves of the day. Single digits up to single digits down. Actually, it's mostly single digits up, isn't it? Nice. When Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up. When Bitcoin goes down, everything goes down. It's not rocket science. All right, single digits up, single digits down. Single digits up to single digits down. 2 single digits up to single digits down. All right. Let's see who lost money today. If you see anything on here you like, go get it, because it's on sale. Let's see who we're working with. Oops. Bang. Top 10 losers. Peanut the Squirrel, Mantra, Quant, Azos Network, Floki, Akash Network, Render, Cat in a Dog's World, and The Graph. Let's see who made money today. Top 10 gainers. Top 10 gainers. Optimism, Mountain Arbitrum, Ethena, Radium, Starknet, Mantle, Pepe, and Bitcoin Cash. All right, let's see what total market cap is. I know it's something crazy. Yes. Yes. $3.26 trillion. Bumbaclot. 3.26 trillion. When I left you last time, we were at 2.43 trillion. So we've added almost a whole full trillion of market cap. So we've gone up $0.83 trillion. Almost a full trillion. Woo! Look at that 24-hour volume. These are the kind of numbers. Daggone. It's been such a long time. Look, look! All right. today's volume is $244 billion. When I left you last time, we were at $113.17 billion. We have gone up, way up, more than doubled up. We've gone up $131 billion in what do you call it? In volume. Daggone volume. Bang. All right. Great stuff. Great stuff. All right, let's get to the stories. Bang. Now look. Trump. Now, I don't like this motherfucker. Obviously, he hangs out with a bunch of racist people, and I'm a black person, so I don't take kindly to that. But I do love what he's about to do to my crypto portfolio. He can, you know what I mean? Once he pumps my portfolio and I'm rich, he can talk all his racist shit he wants. You know what I mean? I'll be on a beach in Thailand with two women sipping rum. Look! So, check this out. This guy is going to make us rich. Because let's get real. You all know Trump's nature. He's just a money-making motherfucker, right? That's all he cares about is making money. Like, he doesn't give a fuck about America. He doesn't give a fuck about people's rights or any kind of shit like that. He just gives a fuck about money, right? I mean, you know, the guy's running for president selling people shoes and watches and shit. You know, he's just a money-making motherfucker, right? Which is fine. I mean, you know, if you can, go for it, right? And so what's great is that he owns a crypto, right? Isn't there a DJT crypto or something? Yeah, well, so you know this motherfucker is going to get this crypto regulated, and he'll probably strong-arm banks to make an ETF out of his DJT token or something to boost it, right? Like, he's just a money-making, right? Like, he looks at the presidency as like, oh my gosh, this is the way I can make the most money ever. Right? Not like regular presidents who are like, yes, I want to change things for the people, you know, kind of bullshit. He talks a bunch of bullshit, but it's just about the money. And so that's what's so great, though, is that he owns a crypto. And so he's definitely going to push so hard for crypto regs. And like I said, like I've been teaching on this channel, it goes custody, regs, investment vehicles, and then a tsunami of money coming to this space. And as you can see, the few investment vehicles we have, just these Bitcoin ETFs, look at how it's pumped the market already, right? And that's nothing. That's nothing. Wait till someone applied for Solana ETF today, right? Like, wait till other cryptos get made into ETFs. It's boom. It's going to skyrocket. It's going to be great. And so that's what this guy is going to bring us. He's going to give us the regulatory clarity. Well, not him, Congress, but I mean, he's going to push the Republicans to do it. And what's good is that the Republicans control the Senate and the House, right? So both chambers of Congress. And so when he tells them to do that, they'll just do that. You know what I mean? They listen to what he says, right? And so we're going to get crypto regs. I don't know how long it'll take, but it's a priority for this guy. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's read what he's going to do. Trump mulls creating the first White House crypto post. The role would be the first ever crypto-specific White House role and may report directly to Trump, Bloomberg reported. All right, so let's check it out. United States President-elect Donald Trump is considering creating a new White House post dedicated entirely to cryptocurrency policy. Bang! That's what I mean. He's determined to get us these regs, which will bring us investment vehicles, which will make us rich. All right, Trump's team is talking to industry executives to decide whether the role is needed, Bloomberg said. Excuse me. It is also reportedly vetting potential candidates, including at Trump's residence at Mar-a-Lago. The role would be the first ever crypto-specific White House post. It highlights the crypto industry's prominent role in Trump's administration. Prominent role. That's exactly it. Prominent role. You know, when presidents talk, you know, on the campaign trail, presidents promise everything. You know, world peace, I'll make you rich. No. But once they're elected, right, after the things they talk about after they're elected, that's really their priorities. What I mean, those are the priorities. they stop promising the world and just tell you, look, this is what I want to do, right? And so, and so he's talking about crypto, right? And so that shows you like, oh, this is a priority, because that's what presidents do. Once they're elected, they they win the election. They start talking about, okay, this is exactly what I'm going to do. Like in my first 100 days, you always hear presidents talk about, in my first 100 days, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's the real shit they want to do. Not all the shit they promised you on the on the campaign trail, when they were kissing your babies. All right. Bloomberg said which is great because he's talking about crypto. So Bloomberg said it's unclear if the role will be a White House staff position or crypto czar to coordinate policy among federal agencies. But crypto industry advocates are pushing for the role to report directly to Trump. The person is reportedly expected to direct a small staff and mediate between Trump, Congress, and various federal agencies, including the U.S. SEC and the CFTC. Executives including Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong and former Coinbase executive Brian Brooks met with Trump on November 19th, just a couple days ago. Trump's transition team is considering current and former CFTC officials to chair the financial regulatory agency. Bang! Summer Mersinger, excuse me, a Republican CFTC commissioner who has urged the regulator to take a more accommodating stance on crypto, is among those under consideration to chair the agency. All right, Mersinger. What does Mersinger think about crypto? Mersinger has objected to the CFTC's handling. Oh, bang. So she's like that lady Pierce. Remember, there's this lady, her name is something Pierce. She's part of the SEC, right? She's the pro crypto lady. Stephanie Pierce, I think maybe her name is. Anyways, though, Andrea Pierce, I don't know. But anyway, though, so that's what sounds like this lady. She objected to the way the enforcement actions were going. Nice. Just like that lady Pierce at the SEC. So Mersinger has objected to the CFTC's handling of enforcement actions against crypto firms, criticizing the agency for what Messenger described as regulation through enforcement. And it's true. That's what we've had, regulation through enforcement. And I know everyone hates Gensler, but it's up to Congress. I'll say this and I'll say this 100 times. It's up to Congress to regulate. They have to pass the laws. If you don't give the guy the tools, well, he's just going to use old school tools. Yeah, well, and so he has to fucking harass everybody because you didn't tell him not to harass them. Anyways, on November 19th, Trump chose Cantor Fitzgerald CEO Howard Lutnick to be Secretary of Commerce. Lutnick has a long record as a cryptocurrency proponent. Bang! And that's the Treasury. He'll be the Treasury Secretary. Shares of cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase surged past 300 in November. All right. We see Coinbase as a beneficiary of the election results, as the firm has been struggling with regulatory pressure from the SEC. With the firm actively fighting the agency in court, I tell you right now, as soon as Trump gets in, all those lawsuits are going to be dropped. Trump's just going to drop all that shit. With the incoming Donald Trump administration expected to be more favorable to the cryptocurrency industry, the firm's staking business will face less regulatory pressure. Bang! All right, so there we go. And so I'm just showing you that, like, right, the Trump is, right, he's already elected, so he doesn't have to promise crypto people anything anymore, right? He doesn't have to say anything anymore. Yeah, you already voted for me, you fucker. I'm already in. Yeah, and that's why what makes a president, the presidents, the people, it's some sort of fire truck. The candidates promise you the world, right? But what you have to watch is after they get elected, the one who wins, what do they say after that? Like in the first couple weeks after they're elected, what are they saying? Look, I'm going to really do. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. Yeah, well, he's talking crypto talk, right? He doesn't have to bow down to crypto people anymore, right? You don't have to. I already got your vote, you fuckers, right? But he's so meaning he was genuine. And like I said, he owns a crypto, and you know how Trump is. He's just a money-making motherfucker. If it'll help his family, fuck it. Let's let crypto be legal here in America, right? Fully. So this is great for us, great for your portfolio. We couldn't have asked for anything better in terms of our investments. Now, whether you like Trump running the country or not, about to deport a whole bunch of people, that's a whole other issue. But just sticking with investments, our investments are going to fly. Our investments are going to fly. And now let's check out the other talk that's been talked about in terms of crypto and this this new incoming administration. Bang! U.S. Bitcoin reserve during Trump presidency could pump Bitcoin to 1 million. Fucking right it could. Fucking right it could. In fact, I'll put I'll stick my head out there and say it will. We're already 1/10 of the way there, right? We're already at 100 grand. Well, 98 and change, but let's just round up and call it 100, right? Yeah, we're 1/10 of the way there. And all we had is retailers, and I mean, and the institutions have just started to arrive, right? The fucking options boys just started a couple days ago. I mean, trust me, if this motherfucker really does get us to the reserve, and I think he will, because the Republicans will vote for it. He rules that party. He rules them all, right? Because he has all the voters. And so if you go against him, he'll tell the politician, I'll primary you. I'll get someone else to come and run for your seat next time. Yeah, so he owns them like they're his bitches. Yeah, he's gangster like that. So if he says he wants a Bitcoin reserve, trust me, they'll vote for it. All right, they'll vote for it. Well, we'll see. But I think he just has a grip on the party, like such a grip. They're all afraid to talk, right? They all used to talk shit about him. Now they all bow down. They kiss the ring, right? So that means we'll probably get this reserve. So obviously, what a reserve is. It's when a country owns some sort of asset, right? So that the American dollar is a reserve currency, right? The euro, the Japanese yen, the Swiss franc, right? They're the four biggest reserve currencies. Obviously, America is number one, right? And so that's when a government buys, right? They buy billions of dollars worth of euros. They buy billions of dollars worth of American dollars. They buy billions of dollars worth of yen and keep it. So when they got to spend or they got to do something, plus it makes the money. If the value of that currency goes up, well, in their reserve, nice. They're making money off it too. So, they don't do it, just for nothing. All right. And so now America is talking, and this is serious. Like, these are serious people talking. This isn't like, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Jewish space laser kind of lady. These are serious people talking. Senator Lummis, she's a Republican. She's been fighting for cryptocurrency regs for years. I've been talking about her on this channel. And, she's the lead fighter. Her and this other guy in the Senate are the lead fighters for crypto right now. And, for years, for a few years, I've been reporting about her. And so I think this thing is going to go down. In fact, the way that Trump's talking about it, within the first, I wouldn't be surprised if by summertime we have a reserve and we've got regs, because we were already there. So this is what I should also say. It's not like Trump is starting from the beginning, right? Congress has been having hearings and hearings and hearings and votes and hearings and hearings for like the past 3 years. And we've covered them here. Trust me, me and my brothers in the chat room, we watch them. You know what I mean? See, that's how you become a master. You got to watch that kind of shit. And so we've watched them hearing after hearing. So they've already built some legislation, right? The legislation's built. In fact, they have legislation that's built already that they could vote on it right now, before Trump even gets in, But you know how Congress be. We'll see if they do or not. And so that's what I'm trying to show you, is that crypto regs have already been just about to come. But Trump, he'll push it, and boom, we're going to get him. And this crypto reserve thing, this Bitcoin reserve thing, that's just icing on the cake. If you're a whole coiner, look. All right, let me have a sip and then we'll move on. All right. U.S. Bitcoin Reserve during Trump presidency could pump Bitcoin to $1 million. The strategic Bitcoin Reserve could set up Bitcoin price for over $1 million in valuation this market cycle, according to Adam Black. There's no cycles, it's supply and demand. So obviously if the government's buying it, well, they're demanding it and they're taking it off the market, which makes the price go higher. Not the passage of time. Don't be lazy. Learn how things really work. A Bitcoin-related bill is gaining support in the United States, signaling a potential boost for the cryptocurrency's value, which could hit $1 million. Former President Donald Trump's victory in the 2024 presidential election on November 5th has sparked optimism for more crypto-friendly policies. One of the most anticipated bills is the Bitcoin Act. Here she is, Lummis, championed by Wyoming Republican Senator Cynthia Lummis. I call her Lummis, but I heard her name was actually Lummis, which proposed the creation of a strategic Bitcoin reserve for the U.S., making it the first nation to use it as a savings technology. That's not true. Bukele in Argentina, I actually told you this at the beginning of the show. Bukele in Argentina has been buying Bitcoin with his government reserve, putting Bitcoin on in the reserve for like 3 years now. So, America ain't first. Americans always like to say we're the first or the best. You're not the first. Well, not in this case. All right, look. The Bitcoin Reserve proposal is gaining significant support thanks to Trump's victory and the incoming Republican Party Senate majority. Exactly. They own the Senate. The Republicans control the Senate and the House. And like I said, Trump has a grip on that party so tight. And so we're going to get these regs. We're going to get what we need. Trust me. Oh, sorry. We're not talking about regs now. We're talking about this reserve. Yeah, we're going to get this. We'll see. I mean, you never know. I mean, I should point out this. If you're for the European brothers and you guys over in Europe and Canada, Trump appointed some guy, his name is Matt Gaetz, to be the Attorney General here in America, to be the top law enforcement guy in America. And his party in the Senate, they were like, fuck no, we're not going to do that. So that guy Gaetz retracted his nomination today. He's not in the nomination anymore. So it kind of shows that Trump has a lot of power over these guys, but not complete power. You know what I mean? Like, they told him, look, man, just pick someone else. But this motherfucker right here, he's not going to be Attorney General of our fucking country. No fucking way, right? And so, just to keep it real. But he does control them pretty hard. So, other than the Democrats, right? Like the Democrats, they're not controlled by any kind of one person. They're more like herding cats, right? They believe many different things. You know what I mean? Whereas Republicans are kind of more like an army. Like they all say the same thing and do the same thing. This is what we're going to say, boys. All right, this is what we're going to say, right? Whereas Democrats, right? Some of them are pro-Israel. Some of them are anti-Israel. Some of them are, shit like that, right? Whereas the Republican Party, it's like, listen, we're pro-Israel guys. Okay. You know what I mean? They're very disciplined. They're a very disciplined bunch. Anyways, the bipartisan support suggests the bill could be accepted during the next 4 years. Bang! Bipartisan support. And that's the good thing, is that, it isn't just Republicans who are down with it. Democrats too. So this shit'll fly. This shit'll go. Don't worry, guys. State level momentum is building with initiatives such as Pennsylvania's Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. Exactly. So not only might we have a federal reserve of Bitcoin, but a bunch of states are like, look, man, fuck. Why don't we get a little reserve, man? Yeah, help build some roads, some bridges, some new hospitals, right? Yeah. I mean, think of all the Bitcoin dragged off the market. If the Fed, first of all, if the Fed Reserve does it, if they really do this, I mean, they're not going to be buying 10,000 Bitcoin. They'll be buying, like, a million, right? You know what that's the Fed Reserve, right? Like, they'll be buying a million Bitcoin, like, and then if all these little states, they buy, I don't know, let's say 50,000 each, right? Like America, the American government might be the biggest shareholder of Bitcoin by the time Trump's, during Trump's term here, man. All right, think of that. Think of the numbers. Those are the numbers. Right? Right? The Federal Reserve ain't buying 10,000 Bitcoin. That's what fucking Fidelity and BlackRock buy, right? The Fed Reserve will buy 1 million, 2 million maybe. Who knows how hardcore Trump wants to get, right? Seriously. Okay, so you've been warned. So look, at the federal level, the U.S. government's existing Bitcoin holdings value about 18 to 19 billion, providing a strong foundation for implementing the reserve. So the 18 to 19 billion is not that the government bought those Bitcoin, but here in America, when a criminal gets arrested, you take his assets. So they arrested a bunch of criminals that had Bitcoin assets, up to 18, 19 billion. Probably cartel motherfuckers, right? With like fucking, 50 million on a ledger. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, but that's how it works, right? We haven't bought any crypto. That's confiscated from criminals. So the bill is creating widespread excitement as it could set up Bitcoin for an over $1 million valuation. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I mean, I told you guys my Bitcoin target was 200,000. That I'm now in that realm of these maximalist motherfuckers, $1-2 million. Right? I used to tell you guys all the time, yeah, man, 200 million. Or sorry, not 200 million. 200,000. Yeah, I thought soccer mom and dad, Fuck. I mean, I knew a tsunami of money was coming, but obviously, because I kept telling you about it, but I didn't know it'd be so deadly. I underestimated, right? Way underestimated. Same with my Chainlink. I told you my price target for Chainlink was $142. Fuck no, man. My price target for Chainlink's like $500 now. I guess what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to admit is, I underestimated this space. Yeah, I underestimated the true. Hold on. Let me just think of a word. Sorry. I underestimated the true potential. I just underestimated the true potential of this space. I mean, I knew it was going to be big. I knew we'd get like to .com level, just nouveau riche, just everyone getting filthy rich and stuff, but just not this high, like not so huge, So anyway, though, but yeah, so that's what I'm telling you. When I tell you, you are going to be rich, like I'm not fucking with you, right? Like if you're new to this channel, you don't know me, trust me, I'm not here to give you good news, right? If you watch my shows, like when there's bad news, when it's risk off, I just tell people, look, fuck sticks, we're risk off. Your shit ain't going anywhere. Just accumulate, right? Tell you the truth, right? It's to tell you the truth so you do the right things at the right times in the right situations, right? Don't go long Bitcoin when we're fucking going risk off, right? Like, you know what I mean? And that's how this channel works. And but so now I guess I'm admitting it openly. Like, I underestimated this space in terms of, when I did my price targets. So I'll tell you how I got to my price targets. I was dividing circulating supply into 60 billion, right? So the companies I own, like Chainlink, IOTA, Stellar, VeChain, what else do I have? What else do I have? Anyway, let's just stick with those. My brain's not working. right? I calculated them on circulating supply divided into 60 billion. In other words, I thought that those were all going to be up to 60 billion, and I still do. But actually, I think they're going to be more than 60 billion. Like Chainlink is integrated into Swift now. Yeah, Chainlink is integrated into Swift. Chainlink won the banking wars. Remember XRP was going to be the Swift killer? Fuck no. Chainlink and Swift are partners now. Every transaction worldwide. Integrated, like not just on the side, but integrated into Swift. And so I completely underestimated shit like that. I did not expect hardcore anyone to do something so hardcore like that, right? Like, yeah, even for me, and I have a vivid imagination. Trust me. I talk about Noah and I talk about all sorts of stuff, but yeah, I just couldn't imagine, And so that's why when I say you're going to be rich, like I really mean it. Like I've always meant it, but like now that I see like, fuck, how hungry these institutions are and how these blockchains are actually getting integrated now into businesses and governments and stuff, like it's not strange anymore, like especially with supply chains, right? It's not strange anymore. We need a blockchain solution. And so, yeah, guys, that's why when I say you're going to be rich, like for real, just hodl. Do not sell. Hodl. All right, enough of my preaching there. The potential of the world's largest economy opening a Bitcoin reserve could push Bitcoin above the 7-figure mark as soon as this cycle, no such thing as a cycle, blah, blah, blah. It's not about a cycle. It's because the government's going to buy fucking 1 million fucking Bitcoin, fuckstick, and take them off the market. It's called scarcity. Look, Bitcoin's price is currently flirting with 100,000. Trading at, okay, fuck off. The bill holds significant transformative potential from an economic perspective, as it could attract more institutional adopters. Of course, let me tell you something. If you know that the Fed Reserve is about to buy Bitcoin, well, fucking every hedge fund motherfucker is going to be, they're all going to be, right? They're going to front run that shit. Trust me. As soon as there's, I'm going to break this motherfucker right down. Okay. I'm going to break this piece of shit right down for niggas right here. Look, let me tell you something, fucksticks. Once Trump starts saying some shit about, look, we're going to have the Fed Reserve, we're going to have Bitcoin as a reserve currency. Yeah, well, he can't just do it. He's going to have to get it passed through Congress, right? Yeah, well, that takes months, hearings and bullshit, right? Yeah, well, what do you think all the Wall Street guys are going to do? All the money in Europe, Britain, Canada, Australia is going to do? They're going to be fucking buying Bitcoins like crazy, right? They're going to try to, what's called front running. Okay, if you're new to this channel or you just don't know about kind of shenanigans on Wall Street there's a thing called front running, okay? And what front running is there's these guys, they're called market makers. And so they're the liquidity pools where guys buy and sell their Tesla, buy and sell their Microsoft, buy and sell their whatever. So what these guys sort of do sometimes, well, but they get caught sometimes. But what happens is they do a thing called front running. And so what front running is they see an order for, say, 5 million Microsoft shares. Some hedge fund wants 5,000 Microsoft shares, right? Or whatever number I said before. And so what the market maker will do is he'll put in an order. Instead of putting in the order for the hedge fund, he'll put his own order in front of that order. So he buys 100,000 Microsoft shares real quick. Right? Then he executes that guy's order, knowing that when this guy gets 500,000 shares, it's going to drive the price up. And then obviously the market maker is just going to sell real quick. So he puts his order in, then puts that order in, then Microsoft goes up and he sells. That's called front running, right? You jump in front of a trade you see that's going to move a market, right? Or move an asset. Like it's so big, you're like, oh, I got to get in front of this. So it's called front running. And let me tell you something. So that's what front running is. And let me tell you something. When Trump really, and he's going to, when he starts really, look, we need this reserve thing, blah, 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 Congress, get this done. He controls both houses of Congress. So it's probably going to get done. And so what you're going to see happen is while the legislation is getting made, while the sausage is being made, all these institutions are going to front run Bitcoin like a motherfucker. Of course, if you know the Federal Reserve is about to use Bitcoin as a reserve currency or as a reserve asset, let's put it that way, it's a reserve asset, right? Like gold, it's an asset, right? So if you know the Federal Reserve is going to use Bitcoin as a reserve asset, well, you're going to fucking front run that fucking Bitcoin like a motherfucker, ain't you? Right? Holy shit. Like, we're about to just explode into, like, fuck the moon, man. We're going extra dimensional. We're going multiverse level. Yeah, like, I'm not exaggerating. Trust me. Like, think about it, wouldn't you? You know the Federal Reserve's coming. Yeah, well, they're not buying 10,000 Bitcoin. You know, they're not buying 5,000 Bitcoin. They're going to buy like 1 million, 2 million. Yeah, well, if I'm a hedge fund, I'm going to front run that, right? Like I showed you. You see the order coming. Yeah, well, you jump in front of the order. You see the Fed Reserve coming. You're like, oh, fuck all that. I'm getting my order in now. And then when the Fed, you see, right? That's how it works. It's called front running. You know the Fed's going to come? Bang, I'm getting my crypto now. And then when the Fed comes, boom. Man, and you just profit take like a motherfucker. Yeah. You know, like I said, man, I'm not here to make you happy. I'm just telling you the truth. So trust me when I say you're about to get rich. Fuck. Believe me. Well, don't believe me. I just showed you how it works. They're gonna front run the Fed. Everyone, every fucking hedge fund, probably worldwide, is gonna front run the Fed. Are you joking? If I'm a hedge fund in fucking Kenya and I hear that the Fed Reserve is about to use Bitcoin as a reserve, I want to buy all the Bitcoin I fucking can. Right? You fucking joking? Holy shit. Fucking liquidate whole positions and just buy Bitcoin, daggone. Yeah, like that level. That's the level it might be. All right, guys, I know it just makes me so happy, so I keep talking about it. But let's move on. I don't want to waste any more of your time. Analysts suggest it could drive Bitcoin's price towards $500,000 while attracting institutional investors like pension and sovereign wealth funds. Further legitimizing Bitcoin's asset class. Exactly. You know, pension funds and sovereign wealth funds are already buying Bitcoin. Like I said, and as soon as everyone hears the Fed is coming, they're just going to front run that shit. They are going to front run that shit. The bill has received support from several political figures, including Democratic Party Representative Ro Kahana. So you see, it's bang, it's bipartisan, right? The Democrats are down with this idea too. Whoops, sorry. Trump presidency, let me have a sip. Trump presidency could end the war on crypto, according to Saylor. Others are also optimistic about the future of the crypto space during Trump's presidency, including Michael Saylor. Trump's presidency and a Republican Senate could have significant positive implications for the crypto industry, including ending the war on crypto. Hold on one second. All right. Including the war on crypto, accelerated institutional adoption, and strategic Bitcoin reserve, among other benefits, Saylor shared. All right, let's see more. Saylor also foresees other significant institutional milestones for Bitcoin, such as the creation of options on Bitcoin. See, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, guys like Saylor and hedge fund guys and all that, like, they don't just buy Bitcoin, right? Like, they don't just buy and hold Bitcoin. They buy investment vehicles that have Bitcoin in it. Like, if you're new, like, right, there's a thing called investment vehicles, okay? And that's what hedge funds and the big guys buy. Hedge funds don't buy shares of Microsoft or shares of Tesla. They buy call options on Microsoft, call options on Tesla, right? They don't buy Boeing and Ford stocks. They buy futures contracts, leveraged futures contracts on Boeing and Ford. You know what I mean? So those are called investment vehicles. And what that means is, and if you don't know or you're new to this channel, here's a share of Microsoft, okay? Here's a Microsoft share. Yeah, well, do you know that there's many ways to invest in this Microsoft share? If I want that share in my portfolio, if I want to expose my portfolio to the price action of Microsoft, I can invest in Microsoft shares in many ways. I can invest in it through a futures contract. I can invest in it through an options. I can invest in it through a fund, an actively managed fund, a passively managed fund, through an ETF. What else do we got? We got, some derivative contract, right? You see all those ways. Give me Microsoft in my portfolio. Those are called investment vehicles, and that's what hedge funds and big institutions use, because investment vehicles are leveraged, right? You know what leverage is? Leverage means you kind of make more money than you should, but you also lose more money than you should. So, it works both ways. You better learn how to tame that dragon before you, right? I trade leveraged. Well, you better learn to tame that dragon. But that's what makes you money, right? I'm a Forex trader. If I didn't have 50 to 1 leverage, meaning every penny I make is 50 cents, right? That's 50 to 1. Yeah, well, if I didn't have fucking leverage, I wouldn't make any money, right? The dollar goes up against the yen like 1 penny. So, you don't make anything. But if, because of the leverage, well, now you're making money, right? It's called what I like to call the voodoo of the markets, right? Just a little, just a little voodoo, right? How you make all that money, Shomari? That's just the voodoo, dog. That's the leverage. It's the voodoo. And that's what Mostas trade with is voodoo, right? They don't trade what's called vanilla, right? Vanilla means you just buy that asset, right? Nobody does that. If a hedge fund wants to be, client, get their client into gold, they don't just go buy bricks of fucking gold, right? They buy, leveraged, 50-time leveraged call options on gold, on South African gold, shit like that. And so that's what he's talking about, right? The creation of the options of the Bitcoin ETFs. Yeah, those are, excuse me. There's a burp in me, but it's not coming out. There it is. All right. Sorry, I was just hanging out in there. I don't want to leave. Get out of here. All right. So that's what it means, right? Investment vehicles. And that's what he's saying. He's like, well, now that the investment vehicles are here, shit's looking good. All right. And that's it. Bang. And so, look, Donald Trump is going to be the best thing, hopefully, to ever happen to your fucking portfolio. Like I said, I can't stand this motherfucker here. This guy's about to deport a whole bunch of people. What a fucking asshole, right? But whatever, man. I'm going to be rich, so it's not going to affect me. I'm not going to care. Yeah, well, I'll care, but... And then the same with you, right? You're going to be rich. Don't worry about it, It's just going to be 4 years of madness, and then, wow, that's if the guy leaves. But he's going to make you fucking rich this term. In fact, I think next year, we are good to go. You couldn't have asked for a better president. A president who owns a crypto, right? DJT token, right? Isn't that his crypto thing called? Fuck. Of course he's going to reg it up. He's a money-making motherfucker. I tell you right now, he wants Goldman Sachs to make an ETF out of that shit, DJT. Watch. Or at least put it in like a Bitcoin ETF or something, include it in a basket of assets. You'll see. But you're about to get rich, everybody. This is not a fucking joke. This is not a drill. Shomari, you've been saying this for many years. Yeah, but And it's been true for many years. But I'm telling you, we're about to get rich next year. Right? But you were wrong about NoFest 2020. Well, look. I know, brothers. I was a little exuberant, a little hype. But this isn't that. This is the real deal. The president of the United States himself says so. And not just the president, but Trump. Right? So he's a motherfucker. Like he's a money-making motherfucker. He owns a crypto. Yeah, well, he's going to get it regged up so his crypto can make all the money he wants. I told you, Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck about, America. He gives a fuck about, like, when I'm the president, I can make so much money. I could set up so many deals for my daughters and my sons and with the Saudis and all these people. They don't give a... They look at it as, like, this is the best way to make money ever. And so, look, he's got a crypto and he's going to promote crypto. And he'll get it done. And so you're about to get rich. Accumulate while you can. And I should also say something. It just sucks that kind of, Bitcoin's been flying, but our altcoins have been lame. You see, and that's what we need. Like, because Bitcoin and Ethereum are the only two regulated assets here in America, well, they're the only two anyone can play with. So you're wondering, like, man, when Bitcoin in 2021, Bitcoin was $63,000 and my VeChain was 25 cents. Yeah. Right? Shit has changed. Shit's changed. The dynamics of the market have changed. Now we got all these meme coins here, sucking money out of the good projects, right? So, but once the institutions arrive and start making ETFs and stuff, well, they're going to make ETFs out of the good shit, right? Your Chainlink, your Solana, your Stellar, your Morpheus, your, whatever, there'll probably be some meme coin funds. I don't see why there wouldn't be, right? A Pepe, Shiba, Doji, Flocky fund or something, right? But this is our future. This is the future. This is about to get real. I always tell people, I've told people on this channel since the beginning, it's like the dot-com bubble. During the dot-com bubble, there were investors at the very, very beginning. Yeah, but who didn't even know if computers would be a thing, right? Like, if you're young, you probably don't understand. Like, the internet just came out in 1998, right? Like, that's what, 26 years ago, right? When Windows came out with Windows 98, that allowed everybody to get on the internet, Windows 98 was the opening of, just a person in their own home getting on this thing called the internet, right? Yeah, it's only 26 years old, and the people who were invested at the very beginning, they fucking became all billionaires. But even once the dot-com bubble started, in other words, people started understanding, the dot-com bubble started in 1992 and it lasted the year 2000. It was an 8-year run. And at the beginning, people didn't even really know what this tech shit was, but, they all learned, everyone, real investors tried to learn, what is a router? What is an operating system? Simple things like that, right? You'd never even ask that kind of shit today. But back then, that's how it was, because there was never such a thing called an operating system before, There was no such thing called a hard drive before, right? Seagate makes the best hard drives, back then. Should I invest in Seagate? Well, what is a hard drive? Nobody knew. We didn't know. But a lot of people got rich because you were just like, fuck it. And you put your money in tech and boom, 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 you got rich. Yeah, everybody did. Everybody, cops, firefighters, teachers, soccer moms, stay-at-home type moms and all that. Like, everybody. And that's what's about to happen with crypto. We're the first ones at the beginning. We understand, okay, Chainlink is an Oracle. Okay, IOTA is a Tangle, and it blah, blah, blah. Like, we know the details. Well, I know the details of what I'm invested in, right? Stellar, okay. MoneyGram uses Stellar for the worldwide transactions, right? But the people that are going to come next, they're just going to see all the money being made and just jump in, right? They'll learn. The smart ones will try to figure it out, well, who's actually making money, who actually generates revenue. But most are just going to jump in. And that's just how the dot-com bubble had. And that's what's going to those of us who were here from the beginning of fucking test nets and airdrops, remember airdrops, right? Before crypto even had a test net, they would airdrop you, right? That's the days we're from. But these people are going to come just chasing profits, and they're going to drive your portfolio to the moon. Like I said, if there's no cycles, it's just money, right? The more people want something, the more value it gets. Regular people, soccer mom and dad, the institutions, all want in, and they're going to drive your portfolio up. Like, you're going to be fucking rich, because you're the insiders. You know, I used to tell this story that, you know, how things usually work in the regular world is, you know, say Facebook. So I'm going to use the example of Facebook. You see, when Facebook was a company and insiders invested in it, but then Facebook did something called an IPO, an initial public offering. And that IPO was, I think, for $32 a share. And all of them got rich instantly, right? I think Mark Zuckerberg's secretary, you know, she was like a multi like $50 million millionaire when they IPO'd, right? And you see, things are different this time. Things are fucking different. You see, usually the wealthy man has the asset before the regular man, like you, right? Usually the wealthy man has the asset first. He's already in Facebook. Yeah, before it's even IPO'd. He's in Facebook already, motherfucker. Right? Then they IPO it to us. They all get rich, and then we hope for the gains. Yeah, well, things are a little fucking different this time, aren't they? Things are a little fucking different this time. Those of us, especially on my channel, who've been here since 2018, we're the insiders. We're the ones who bought VeChain at 0.03 cents. We're the ones who bought Chainlink at 20 cents, 10 cents, right? We're the ones who bought everything so dirt cheap back in 2018, 19, and 20. And so we're the insiders. And now the institutions are coming, and they want this chicken. Look, sometimes in life you get the chicken. Sometimes you only get the feathers. Yeah, well, we got the chicken, and they want it. And we're going to make them pay a hefty premium for this chicken. Look, I got the chicken, and you're starving, homeboy. How much you willing to pay? That's how we roll around this motherfucker. I got the chicken and you're starving. How hungry are you really? How hungry really are you? Right? And that's the nature. As I like to call it, a reverse IPO. This is the first time that regular people had the asset first. Right? Fucking 2017, 18, 19. Right? And then the rich man gets introduced. Hey, check out this Bitcoin ETF. Oh. And check out these other blockchains. Oh. But they're not here yet. We're here. We're here first. And that's what makes this crypto thing so special. That's why I got involved in it. I mean, just because I was like, oh my gosh, we just get to buy the asset right now? And I knew, obviously, eventually these guys will come. The institutions will come because, you know, they're not going to let, they always have to get their piece of the chicken. And so you knew they were coming eventually. And so that's what I've been preaching on this channel. Look, guys, we're going to reverse IPO these motherfuckers. Yeah. These fuckers are going to be buying off us from our cryptocurrency warehouses. Bang! Built big. Bang! Built strong. Bang! Look, it's like Noah. Right? You ever heard about Noah in the Bible? Yeah, it's like Noah, right? Like, what made, let me ask you, what made Noah special? What do you think, what made Noah special? Noah from the Bible. What made Noah special was, Noah knew of an event that was going to occur, and he took action. Right? Not just knowing the event, but taking action for said event. What did Noah know? What are you, heathen? You don't have a Bible? Noah, God told Noah there's going to be a flood one day. Oh, yeah. A daggone flood one day. Told him to build an ark. So, Noah built the ark. Wow. So Noah was like, God, you're going to flood the place? God was like, look, dog, I'm through with these motherfuckers. Build an ark. You're cool. I'll let you live. The rest of these fucksticks, they got to go. All right? Yeah. So that's what happened, right? He knew what event. So what did Noah do? Right, he started building an ark. Right, start building that shit. Cut down wood, chopped it, fucking hammered it together. Right, built an ark. Right, his friends thought he was crazy, and this is like you. You know that money's coming to this space. You know that this is a viable asset class. And Noah, he was building his ark. And that's like you. You're building an ark, a cryptocurrency warehouse ark. Big, bang, strong, bang, filled. Hopefully with revenue-generating product. Because you know that there's a tsunami of money on the way. How do we know? Well, I told you. But anyway, look. Right, so he was building his ark. And what did Noah hear? His friends. Hey, Noah, man, what the fuck you doing building an ark for, man? We live in a... Right? Because do you know where Noah lived? Noah lived in the land of Ur. It's called the land of Ur. And Ur, U-R, is western Iran and eastern Iraq. Right? That's where Ur was. So it's a desert. You do know the places in the Bible are actually real places. Right? Like Babylon. You know, you ever heard of the Tower of Babylon? Yeah, well, it's a real place. It's in Iraq. The tower's not there, but yeah, it's a real place. All right, so he lived in Ur, in a desert. And his friends were like, what the fuck you doing building what the fuck is even an ark? And he was like, yo, man, there's going to be a flood. And they were like, are you crazy? We don't have even enough water for our goats to have a drink. And you're talking about a flood? He was like, all right, dog. And that's just like you. That's just like you. You knew your crypto was going to make you money. You're like, oh, fuck this. These blockchains are making money. And your friends are telling you, yo, man, hey, Johnny. Well, that's the wife. But your buddies are like, yo, man, dog. Yo, look, dog. Look, man, yo, let's go to Las Vegas, man. You keep buying this crypto bullshit, man. What the fuck, dog? That shit ain't doing shit. Yo, man, let's go to Vegas. Let's grab some bitches, though. Yo, you know, weed is legal in Vegas now, dog. We'll get high. We'll fuck it up. We'll take over Las Vegas, baby. We'll be the man. We'll be the shit, dog. We'll be the shit. Come on. But what did you do? Right? That's how Noah's friends were talking to him. He said, look, Billy. Now's not the time. Now's not the time to be going to Vegas, homeboy. Oh, but come on, man. We're going to get the bitches, man. Come on. Look. Now's not the time. I got to buy some crypto. You crypto, man. That's not going anywhere. That's not doing anything. Come on. That's just, that's weird nerd stuff, man. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Said, look, Billy. You're beginning to piss me off now. Get the fuck out of here. I got to make my money. Bang. All right? That's what you heard from your homeboys. Right? Why are you spending all this money on that crypto shit, man? Why? And you also heard it from the wife. This is the fucking worst right here. It's the fucking worst right here. Hold on. I'm going to need a sip for this. Hold on. I'm going to have to refresh my drink. Here comes the wife. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Bang! All right, I'm back. All right. All right, I had to freshen up the drink. Look! And you know what you're hearing on this side. Let me get a sip 1 second. You know what you heard, buddy, while you were buying your crypto? Your wife. Johnny! Oh, fuck. Here she comes. Johnny! What, sweetie? Johnny, what the fuck are you doing, man? It's been fucking 6 years and you're buying this fucking crypto shit. And I mean, what the fuck, man? Look, Johnny, we need a new couch. We need a new stove. Look, I was looking in the IKEA catalog and I found this cute little set for the living room. And And I was looking at the Sears catalog, and there's a beautiful stove we can get, Johnny. And just fuck that crypto shit. It's not making you rich, Johnny. You said you were going to get rich, and we're not rich yet. We're still living in this shithole, Johnny. Johnny, come on, Johnny. Johnny! Daggone woman! Look! Holy fuck, you got to hear that kind of bullshit. Look, woman! And you know a man is angry when he calls his girlfriend woman. Right? Because there's level of angers with the girl, right? Like if you're doing something, you're doing some work, and she's, hey, kissing on you or something. You're like, hey, oh, sweetie, so nice. Okay, but just leave me alone for a second. I'll see it. Right? That's the friendly way of telling her, like, all right. Or there's the next way, right? She's bugging you, and you're like, look, Sally, can I get some room? Just give me an hour, okay? I'll be out there. That's a little more stern. But then it's like you're doing your work, and she's bugging you, and you're like, look, woman! Leave me! Right? That's full anger. When you don't even call her cutie or sweetie or by her name, you just call her woman. Look, woman! Leave me! Van Brienen style. Right? You just, look, woman, when you call her woman. And so that's how this is. Johnny! Look, woman! Now's not the time. Aw, but Johnny, now's not the time, sweetie. Now when Donald Trump just entered the White House, this motherfucker is going to make Bitcoin the reserve currency of America. What does that mean? Don't worry about it. It's good. And look, not only that, wait, what else is he going to do? Hold on a second. I forgot what else he's doing here. Oh, yeah. And he's going to create a role in the White House just for crypto. So what does that mean? It means I'm about to get rich, sweetie. But you've been saying that for 5 years. Yeah, well, we didn't have a president like that for all these years. Now's the time. So now's not the time for kitchens and bathrooms. Go paint your toenails, sweetie. Bang. Right? That's what you've been putting up with, right? As you've been investing. Paycheck after paycheck. Listening to the homeboys. Let's go to fucking Vegas. Listen to the wife. Let's get a kitchen. Fuck all that. You were focused. Focus. And that's how Noah was. He was focused. Right? Noah just kept building that fucking ark in the land of Ur, in the deserts of Iraq and Iran. And everyone was laughing at him. Everyone's saying he's getting scammed. Everyone's saying, man, you were just stoned, dog. You fucked up. Yeah? He was like, okay, watch. Yeah, well, you know what happened? One day the flood fucking came. Whoosh. And washed all those fuckers away, right? That's what's happening to you. You've had to listen to the bullshit and the bullshit. But one day, and I mean soon now, especially with Trump in the White House, you're about to get rich and just wash those doubters away. Fuck that. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking morons. You didn't see the vision. I tried to help you. Right? And that's what you are. You're like Noah. Right? You know an event that's going to occur. You know you're going to make money off this stuff. You just don't know when. Remember, Noah didn't know when. God didn't say, look, Noah, October 18th, the year 57, I'm going to flood this place, right? He just said, get ready. Right? And that's what you've all been doing, getting ready. Getting ready for what you know is to come. Regs, then investment vehicles, then tsunami of money, right? It's a process. It's not a cycle. It's not anything. It's just a process of so we can unleash institutional money, right? Retail money can come here anytime. We've been waiting and waiting. Please, Reg, please get investment vehicles so these institutions can get here, right? It's a process. It's not a cycle. It's not a halving. It's not that the stars are aligned in the constellation of Libra. Yeah. It's money. And that's what you're like. And so be proud of yourself. While everyone was doubting you and everyone was talking shit, yeah, you just kept on. Every paycheck, just a little bit in there, a little bit in there, a little bit in there. A little bit in there. It's all working. It's all coming together. I see the custody. Okay, we got a little bit of regs. Let's go. Let's go. Right? You see the things that I've been telling you for all these years coming true, right? It's a process. Yeah, so again, I got the timing wrong, but the process is happening. And so you have no doubt. You're not going to let people bullshit you. Well, not bullshit you, but just distract you financially from your goal, right? As they say, it's greater later. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm not rich now, but I'm about to be, right? Why would I take 10,000 down to Vegas and pretend I'm rich when I can put that 10 grand in some crypto and eventually I'm actually going to be rich? You know what I mean? I will be rich. And that's what's happening to you. You're about to get rich. Yeah. Just like the dot-com bubble. You were in first. Yeah, well, fuck. That's how things work in the markets. You get into something early, and when institutional investors like it, they jump in, which drives up your fucking asset, whatever it is, right? And like I said, this time it's different. It's a reverse IPO. We have the asset first. They all want in. They see that Chainlink is integrated with Swift. Of course, Chainlink's gonna be like $500, $1,000 one day. Right? That's infrastructure. That's our global financial system, money transfer infrastructure that Chainlink is a part of now. Right? Fathom that. Fathom that. Really just sit down and fathom that. This little blockchain, this little thing, it's a little oracle. Giving price feeds here, giving price feeds there. And then Swift was like, hey, man, do you mind if your shit looks kind of good. Do you mind if we do a little test and just kind of see what your shit's about? Chainlink was like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Chainlink to the rescue. Look, it's Chainlink to the rescue. And that's what happened. Chainlink walked in there proudly. Ooh, right into the Swift offices. What up, dog? What up, yo? Yeah. Peace. Hello, sir. Who are you? I'm Chainlink. I'm here to see the Swift master. He wants some integration. He wants to test some shit. Oh, yes, right this way, sir. All right. And he walked in proudly. All right, and he walked in the Swift master's office and said, look, Swift master. Right, and the Swift master said, oh, Chainlink. We're glad you're here. Yes, thank you, sir. I said, well, Mr. Chainlink, we'd like to test out your interoperability between blockchains and digital currencies, digital assets. Do you mind? Chainlink's like, look, dog, my shit's the shit. I'm going to give you a taste of the chicken just for you. The Swift president was like, all right, thank you, Mr. Chainlink. Lead me to your server farm. You know, that's what Chainlink always says. Lead me to your server farm. And he was led to the Swift server farms. He got to work integrating Chainlink into Swift. And they said, all right, Mr. Chainlink, are we ready? You're ready. So we're gonna send some digital assets over your network, Mr. Chainlink. Chain was like, go ahead, fuckstick. The fuck you telling me for? So Swift was like, oh, okay. Psh, send some CBDC. It works. Oh, Mr. Chainlink, we're gonna send some tokenized real estate over your blockchain. Shane was like, all right, fuckstick. What are you telling me, man? Just go ahead. Do what you're doing. All right? Just leave me alone. I'm having a cigarette. I'm just chilling here having a cigarette and a drink, man. Do what you want. And the Swift people said, all right, go ahead. Send it. What's the result? It's working, sir. The Chainlink blockchain has successfully transferred the asset. Mr. Chainlink. Mr. Chainlink. Could I have a moment with you, sir? Yeah. What's up, dog? Mr. Chainlink, we think that your blockchain is superior in every way. And we would like to offer you a chance to partner with us and integrate. Oh, I get to get integrated into Swift? Yes, sir. Your blockchain is too good. It's too good. We need help We need help sending digital assets. And we believe that your blockchain is the perfect match for us. Yeah. And that's when the song starts. Chainlink to the rescue. All right, Chainlink gets up, right, and the lights turn on, and he's got a microphone in his hand, and he goes, Chainlink to the rescue. Look, it's Chainlink to the rescue. Oh, my Swift, you want a blockchain? Want to transfer digital assets, and it's such a pain. You're looking down, you're looking sad and blue. Will you call the right motherfucker, Swift? It's Chainlink. I'm here for the rescue. Bang! I'm here for the rescue. Look, Chainlink to the rescue. Right? And all the bankers and the Swift guys are all like, Chainlink to the rescue. Chainlink, right? Chainlink to the rescue. Look, it's Chainlink to the rescue. That's how it went down. That's how it went down. That's what I was told anyway. That's what I was told. I mean, was it exactly that way? I don't know, but that's what I was told. And so, look, we're just about to get rich. And so, fuck, I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about anymore. But look, we're just about to get rich. Right? Like Noah, baby. We knew it was going to occur. It was just when, right? The time was when, right? Right? God never told Noah when the flood was going to happen. And we actually don't know. Did Noah build that ark right on time? Like the day it was finished, the flood started? Or was it like he built the ark and like fucking 5 years, it's just sitting there and everyone's like, oh, Noah, you idiot. It ain't going anywhere. Right? Like your crypto, right? Your portfolio. Look at your Bitcoin. It ain't going anywhere. Look at your Solana. You fucking wasted your money, idiot. Yeah? Yeah, well, but it doesn't matter if it was the next day or if it were 5 years later. Well, the flood fucking came. Who's laughing now, bitches? Bang! Who's laughing now, bitches? Bang! Bang! Who's laughing now? You're swimming in the water, getting eaten by sharks, and I'm sitting here grilling steaks with my wife on my ark, baby. Look. Right? And that's how shit goes down, brothers. That's how shit goes down. And that's what you got to tell your friends. All right, let's move on to the next story. My gosh, I think I just talked for about half an hour. Look, that's all right, though. It's all right. Because I'm just shooting straight chicken. You don't want to eat, don't have to eat. Let's get the fuck out of here, then. All right, so that's great here in America with Trump. And obviously, we want American regulations to come through because obviously America is the biggest financial market in the world, right? And we already see what happens when we just have Bitcoin ETFs. We're almost at 100G here. Actually, let's see what the price is right now. Might be at 100G right now while I'm talking to you. Let's see where we are. All right. 98.3. Oh, all right. Went down a little bit. Anyway, though, but all right. And so on the other side of the pond, the other side of the Atlantic, you've got our UK brothers. All British brothers. And they plan to bring a spot of crypto to their markets as well. Why not? All right, so UK to deliver comprehensive crypto regulation framework by early. And that's what we like to hear. We like to hear the bang, early 2025. Now, I must admit, was it a year and a half ago? The British said they were going to bring regs by June. Oh, well. So I'm taking this with a grain of salt. I don't mean to, put a downer on it, but they have, they've promised some stuff before. All right. So the Labour government is reportedly readying crypto, stablecoin, and crypto asset regulations as Europe pulls ahead and the U.S. changes its crypto policies. Right? So they're all competing now. Euro's pulling ahead. Here come the Americans, and Trump's going to get her done. We got to get on board. We can't get left behind. Right? Remember, in Britain, their hedge fund guys are like, come on, right? Like, the fucking Americans are buying it all. Like, the fucking Bitcoin's at 100,000 already, you motherfucker. Come on. You know what I mean? We told you about this a couple years ago. It was only 43,000. Now we're at 100, you motherfucker, past the regs. Right? That's what's going on all across the world. That's what's happening worldwide. Hedge funds, family offices, financial institutions are telling their governments, fucking come on. Get the regs. Like I said, why the regs? Why don't they just do it? They can't. They cannot put their clients' money in unregulated assets. Nowhere in the world are you allowed to do that. Nowhere in the world. Even fucking, fuck Syria, it's just a civil war right now. You're not allowed to do that. And so they're begging their fucking politicians, give us the regs. The Americans are eating our lunch. And I'm surprised about the Europeans, man. I mean, I know they're safe and everything, so they like to take things a little slow, but they got their regs a year and a half ago. They haven't done fuck all. Yeah, they built a whole bunch of ETPs and bullshit. None of those moved the market at all. None of that shit moved the market. I'm trying to wonder, were those ETPs like all futures contract ETPs? Must have been, because I didn't move shit at all. I mean, the same with here in America. We had the ETFs, but they were futures contract ETFs. Yeah, well, that doesn't move the market. You're not even touching the asset you're talking about, right? But then once we got the spot market ones, bang! Obviously, as you can see. And so I'm thinking the European stuff, I think it's all futures contract. It must be, because they had a lot of ETPs. I reported a lot of ETPs out of Europe. Fucking Solana, fucking XRP, fucking Bitcoin, fucking Ethereum. Fucking even some other ones. Yeah, I didn't do shit. So I think those are all futures contract ones. Well, it must be, because didn't move the price, or just nobody bought into them, and so, well, it just didn't do anything. Anyways, though, but let's get back to Europe. The UK here, our brothers in the United Kingdom. Look, Elise, bang! That's our UK homegirl. All right, so let's read about it. A draft regulatory framework for crypto assets will be ready in the United Kingdom early next year. A Treasury official promised. Yes, let's hope this is a promise kept. Whoops, 1 second, guys. All right, there you go. Official promised at City and Financial Global's Tokenization Summit in London. Some regulations were expected last summer. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, last summer. All right, so it wasn't a year and a half ago. It was just Oh, yeah, that is a year and a half ago. All right. Yeah, some regulations were expected last summer, but a general election overturned those plans, along with the conservative government of Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. Now, Keir Starmer's Labour government, which took office on July 5th, will present the regulations. So here come the regulations. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, is that last year they were like, yeah, man, we're coming out with regs in June. So on this channel, I reported it. I was like, yo, guys, holy fuck. Because I want you to understand something. The UK or Britain, it might be just a tiny little island with a couple little, little Ireland and little Wales and yeah, but there's a lot of money there. Lots and lots and lots of money in London. Yeah. The three biggest financial centers in the world are New York, London, number 2, and then Tokyo, Japan. Right? London. Mad money. Right? I'm a Forex trader. Yeah, I trade the London market. Yeah, sometimes I fall asleep during the American market. I'll be like, all right, whatever. Yeah, and I'll just take a nap. Like the London market is when the money pours in, right? So I trade at 3 a.m. here on the East Coast of America, right? Because that's the opening for the British session in London. London has a lot of money. Lots and lots and lots. Remember they were the empire of the world at one point. I want you to remember this. Britain, the UK, accounted for 25% of global GDP for many years. Yeah, when they had their empire. 25% of all the money made was British people making it. Yeah, well, that's a lot of old money sitting in Britain. Lots of old money sitting in Britain. All right. So you get the point, though. You get what I'm trying to say. So I guess let me explain. So what I'm trying to say is, when they get their regulations for that old money, fuck, we're gonna fly, right? Like, it's almost as good as the U.S. Stuff we just talked about. All right, let me read on. Some regulations were expected last summer. Right. Okay, we read that. Blah, blah, blah. So a comprehensive framework. So Economic Secretary to the Treasury, Tulip Siddiq, said the regulations would cover stablecoins and staking services, as well as cryptocurrency itself. Doing everything in a single phase is simpler, and it just makes more sense. Exactly. So they want comprehensive regulations, like we're regulating it all. Right? We're not just going to regulate just the stablecoins or just the crypto or just no. We're going to just regulate the whole thing in one package, and it's simpler. Stablecoins use cases do not make it a good fit for existing payment services regulations, Siddiq said. Stablecoin legislation has been in the works since the release of a suite of discussion papers in October 2023, but was never expected earlier than 2025. The crypto industry hopes that staking can escape being designated as collective investment scheme, as that brings with it additional restrictions, right? The staking part. That's one thing that some of the governments are having a problem with, is the staking. And I don't know why, because it's the same thing as, if you know what derivatives, not derivatives. Hold on. What are they called? Wait. Right? Like you hold a stock and you get money every 3 months. Fuck, I can't remember the name of that. This is so ridiculous. Not derivatives. It's, right? You get the money. Anyways, with stocks, if you hold stocks, here in America, like, you get money every 3 months. Like, just get money, right? Fuck, I can't remember the name of that. Oh, this is so ridiculous. Dividends. Holy shit. Dividends. All right. Sorry, guys. My brain froze right there. Dividends. So here in the American stock market, and you guys in Europe and, all the modern G20 countries, stocks pay out what are called dividends. And if you own a certain amount of, if you own stock, the company actually just pays you to own the stock, right? And that's, to me, is what staking is like. Staking is like, all right, I'm going to stake it, and you're going to pay me a certain amount for staking it, for hodling it, right? But it seems like some of the governments around the world have a problem with this staking thing, right? Like, these guys, they're talking about, they're talking about, is it a collective investment scheme? Well, it's not collective investment. It's me staking my stuff and getting dividends, right, for my staking. So, I mean, that's how I look at it. And so I just wanted to bring that up and that's kind of a problem amongst governments, the staking part. I noticed that they always get stuck on this staking shit. Like, even here in America, when we watched some crypto hearings and stuff, like, you'd see the senators and the members of Congress kind of, what about this staking? I don't know what they don't get. It's just like dividends, man. I hold a little shit and I get paid. Like, what's the problem? Anyway, though, the UK needs to get a grip on crypto. The former Conservative government expressed the ambition to make the United Kingdom a cryptocurrency hub, but so far the country has often been seen as a challenging regulatory environment. Blame for that perception is often placed on the Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA, which is a regulator independent of the government. Meanwhile, the European Union's marketing crypto assets, the MiCA regs, will come into full force by the end of the year. With the continent, and so I hope that this does something, because MiCA regs have been out for like a year and a half. And we have seen nothing in terms of price appreciation, in terms of gains, because of it. So, but let's hope. Let's hope. So, with the continent offering regulatory certainty and the United States Trump administration being viewed as pro-crypto, the UK is looking less and less attractive to the multi-billion-dollar crypto industry. Exactly, and that's why the British want to fucking the MiCA. The Europeans have already regged up. Trump's about to reg up. We better reg up. We're gonna get left behind. So the former government has promised new crypto regulations in July, but that was not possible. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, last year. Oh, I thought it was June, but anyway, July. Anyway, though, but so far, the Labour government's only attempt at crypto regulation has been a bill proposed in September to clarify the legal status of NFTs by declaring them property. All right, anyway, so bang. And so that's what I just want to bring that up. Well, because it's amazing. Like I showed you, London is the second financial capital of the world. And also just show you, you see it's a race now, right? China, well, let's forget China. But Europe gave their MiCA regs. And now Trump's like, look, I'm about to reg up. Yeah, so now the British are like, oh, shit. Because they know Trump will get it done. They know now. They got to come. They got to come hard. You got to come hard in the paint, bitch. And so that's what I'm saying. And that's why when I tell you you're going to be rich, it's not just I'm saying it. Like, I'm not just saying it just to say it to you, you know, like to cheer you up or something. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I'm just telling you the truth, you know. Trust me, like on this channel, I used to tell people like, look, dog, risk off. Fuck all that shit. Like, I tell the truth here. And that's why when I tell you you're about to be rich, like this is the real. Right? Like the American economy with Trump is about to come online. The British economy, like I said, second financial institution, financial center in the world, is about to come online. Yeah, those motherfuckers, they want the chicken too. They want the chicken. And so they want the crypto. Right? Crypto's the chicken. And so, you know, they're begging for the chicken, and so the government has to serve it. Sir, we're hungry. Where's the chicken? So they're going to serve the chicken. Because Trump already says, Trump's like, look, I got a whole barbecue out here, America. I got broiled chicken, right? He's about to reg up the whole place. And we got broiled chicken. We got fried chicken. We got barbecue chicken. Trump's got a whole chicken cookout going on. Who wants the chicken? That's what Trump's doing. Trump's like, look, dogs, I got the chicken. Let's go, right? He ain't fucking around. I got breast, wing, thighs. What do you want? Right? NFTs, DEX, smart contracts. What do you want? We got all the chicken. Like I said, I hate that motherfucker, but I'm telling you, he's a chicken serving motherfucker. So I like him for that. All right, so so that's what I want to show you. The major economies are now coming online. Well, the major economic centers. I mean, you know, Europe is a major economic center. It's the third largest economy in the world, but they've had MiCA regs for like a year and a half, and they haven't done fuck all. America just gets a couple ETFs, and boom! Yeah, well, wait till the British get here with their ETFs. Spot ETFs. Holy. Yeah, man. $1 million Bitcoins is not sort of a fantasy anymore. Like I said. All right, let's just move on. Well, like I said, let me just finish this one thought and then we'll move on. Like I said, when the Fed Reserve is about, if they pass this thing where Bitcoin becomes a reserve asset, come on, man. $1 million? Bitcoin will be more than $1 million. Way more than $1 million. All right, so let's get to the shout outs. Where are we at? Universal Misanthrope, holding down our insurgency in Central Europe. Look, the grill master. Look, head of security. Look. Yes. And a Legionnaire, Link, Connoisseur, and VT Fanboy. Yes. Whoops. How come your thing is not? All right, hold on. Yes. Love it for the cheap brother. Bang! Actually, I don't think any of you guys are up here. I haven't done a show for so long. Oh, there's Grutchable. Larry with the sea, brother. Focus. Follow one course until success. And that's what I was talking about earlier, right? With Noah, right? Your friends are yapping at you. Johnny. Or, sorry, not Johnny. Johnny, yo, dog. Let's go to Vegas, man. Let's fucking, come on. Let's get the pussy. Let's go. Nah. We follow one course until success. Now's not the time. Bang. And then you got the wife. Johnny, we need a new kitchen, need a new bathroom. Look, sweetie. Now's not the time. I need crypto. Wow, but that crypto ain't doing nothing. Look, settle down, sweetie. Go paint your toenails. Bang. Focus. Follow one course until success. Yes. Thank you, Grunchable, for those wise words. Never but the sea, brother. Bang. And that's what we've all done. Like Noah, building an ark. I don't give a fuck if I'm in a desert. Trust me, there's a tsunami coming. And that's what this channel has talked about. I told everybody. I didn't know when, but look, everybody, there's a tsunami coming. We just got to get regs and investment vehicles, you know. It's a process. Right? It's not a cycle. It's not a halving. It's not the stars in Virgo. You know, it's not magical. There's nothing magical. It's mechanical, really. It's technical and mechanical. Investment vehicles bring institutional investors, which bring money, which makes our crypto rise. I mean, there's nothing magic. You know, it's not the passing of time. Every 4 years, Shomari. Every 4 years, there's a cycle. Really? The passage of time makes people buy more crypto? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Fucking moron. Like, look, just settle down. And so, you know, and you've done that. You've focused, just like Grunchable tells everybody to do, and you followed one course until success. Now, are we fully successful? Not yet. Gotta admit, these altcoins are taking a little bit of time to fucking get her done, aren't they now? All right? Like I said, my V-Chain was at 25 cents last time Bitcoin was at 63,000. I think this shit's like at 3 cents right now. And we're like almost 100. So it's definitely, like I said, I think the meme coins are taking all that money. But anyways, Grutchable. Larry with the bang. Dino Jankovic. This is our resident bank robber, master criminal. He's a master criminal. Look at him. You see him? He's wise. See, he's got the gray, wise beard. And what is that, like a leather jacket? He's like, yes. Yes, he's a master. All right, brother. Larry with the sea, brother. Bang! And the inventor of Noah Fest. And he says, protect the chicken. Look, what's in your portfolio? That's the chicken. That's the chicken that's about to get you rich. Nothing else you have right now is going to get you rich. Not your job, not your wife, not your kids, not nothing. That portfolio. And then sometimes in life you get the chicken, sometimes you only get the feathers. Well, that portfolio that you've built over these years, tediously, slowly, nicely, yeah, well, that's your chicken. That's your pathway to success, to financial freedom, all right? And that's what he says here. He gives the warning. Protect the, hold on, let me bang it. Look, bang! Protect the chicken. Protect the chicken. Never but the sea, brother. Bang! Oh. Miguel G started his account just to follow me. Best show in the multiverse. And he's got all the chicken. You see he's got all the chicken right that you need right there. V-Chain, Singularity Net, and IOTA. Like, honestly, you know, when the masters arrive, you're going to get paid out on that chicken hard. So let me but the sea, but the bang! That is some hard payout he's waiting for. He's going to get it. He's going to get a big old payout. All right, so that's everybody. Let's get back to the Death Star. Bye. Welcome back, everybody. All right, everybody. So we had a great show for you today, as usual. All right, and so let's talk about what we talked about. So Trump mulls a crypto post. Like I said, I mean, that is just super killer amazing for us. I mean, what president starts, makes an office for one sector of the economy, right? The distributed ledger technology sector. That's incredible. That's incredible. And let's hope it works. All right. And then the second story. This is the killer story. The U.S. might have Bitcoin reserves. Like I said, they were saying Bitcoin to $1 million. Excuse me. Bitcoin to $1 million? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Excuse me. Easily. If the Fed Reserve starts buying, right? The Fed, so there's a thing I'm going to teach you guys a little something. There's a thing called quantitative easing. Okay, it's called QE, quantitative easing, right? That's what happens whenever like a housing crash or COVID. And what that does is the Fed Reserve prints money, right? Because we have to. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So we don't deflate. Because trust me, deflation is way worse than inflation. It's hard to come back. Inflation doesn't matter. Look at Venezuela. They're inflated like fucking 100% inflation. Yeah, people still go to work. People still pay their rent. But deflation, businesses go under, people lose jobs, right? You ever heard of the Great Depression? Yeah, well, that was because of deflation. The American dollar got too strong. Yeah, so Americans couldn't sell anything. So they had to fire everybody. And that just created a cascading bunch of fuckery, right? More than a trifecta of fuckery, like just a whole cascading shitload of fuckery. And that's what created the Great Depression. And so we don't want deflation. Inflation we can live with. Deflation, trust me. That's the killer. That's the killer of any nation. That's the killer of any nation, right? Like financial killer, right? You might not get killed by an army invading your country, but if you deflate too hard, yeesh. It's just going to all crumble around you. And anyways, what were we talking about? Yeah, the reserve currency thing here. So, yeah, and so, Trump about to get Bitcoin in a reserve. Maybe. I mean, we have to see. I mean, obviously, that's something Congress has to approve. America, your president is not a dictator yet. This guy tries to, he's trying to be a dictator, but we'll see what happens. But, Congress has to pass that legislation. But since the Republicans control both houses of Congress, it should get passed. Like in the Senate, you need 60 votes. But if they eliminate the filibuster, it only needs 51 votes. And the Republicans can do that. And so that will be great for us. You are going to be rich. And like I said, I hate that motherfucker Trump, but man, I'm going to have to, it's like Trump, like, I hate that fucker, but if he gets me rich, I'll just be like this. Like, I don't like you, dog, but all right. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not going to give him a dap. I'm not going to give him a handshake or anything. Fuck you, you piece of shit. You're a racist piece of shit. But I'll give him one of these, like just, well, I'm rich, so. Right? He'll be like, Shomari, man, you rich now? Give me a high five. I'll be like, nah, dog. But I'll give him one of these. Just a quick little, all right. Yeah. And then I'll go to Thailand and hang out with some girls on the beach. So anyway, but seriously, yeah, like I said, the Fed Reserve, QE. I was explaining QE. That's right. And so what QE is, sorry, guys, I don't know how the fuck we went on to that whole, we went way out into the jungle over there. Hold on. So we're back at QE. Because I got the juice, man. Look, got the fuel. I love talking money and markets so I can get out of hand. All right, but let's keep it on topic. QE. And so what QE is that our government, the Fed Reserve, actually buys assets. It prints money, but then it actually buys asset. Yeah, like buys Microsoft shares, buys Tesla shares, buys corporate bonds. Like they become what's called the biggest player in the markets. because they're doing what a hedge fund would do, except with 1,000,000 times more dollars to do it, you know? Yeah, the fucking Fed Reserve's got trillions. And if they don't have enough, they'll print enough money to go buy more assets. You know what I mean? Like, so that's called quantitative easing, right? When your government actually buys those assets. And so, you know, when the Fed Reserve buys Microsoft shares, you know, during some financial fucking crisis, yeah, well, they're not buying 10,000 Microsoft shares. Yeah, they're buying like 2 million. You know, in other words, what I'm saying, they become the buyer of last resort. They become the biggest buyer in the markets. And so, I mean, it'll be the same here. If we do a Bitcoin reserve, yeah, well, the Fed Reserve is going to be the biggest buyer on the market. Like I said, like, they're not going to buy 10,000 Bitcoin. They're going to buy 1 million, probably like 2 or 3 million. You know what I mean? There's only 21 million. You know, Trump, man. Trump's all about that money, dog. He's about the dollar bills, y'all. He'll tell his Fed Reserve, look, let's buy 3-4 million of that shit, dog. I think he's a money guy, right? He's just about money. That's all he gives a fuck about. How much more money do I take in? You know what I mean? I'm the president of America. All right, how much can I make America? You know, like, he's just a money guy. He doesn't know anything about kids or, you know, gay people or, you know, just the issues of America, you know, gun rights and all that shit. He's just a money guy. He's just a money guy. And so that's great for us. That is great for us. And then, okay, finally, bang, UK brings crypto regs. They're coming this year. And so, like I showed you, the 3 biggest financial centers in the world are New York, London, Tokyo. London's number 2. And, you know, if they bring the comprehensive regs, like I said, last year they promised it was going to be in July and it didn't come. So this year they're saying they're not giving a date this time, but so we'll see. But I'm confident now because there's an urgency, right? There's an urgency. Oh my gosh, the Europeans have already got regs. Oh my gosh, Trump is there and he's just talking crypto talk. We got to get regged up quick before the Americans and the Europeans take it all, right? And you know that their hedge funds, their fund managers, their family offices, their financial institutions are all telling them, like, come on, man, fuck. You know, you're going to put us at a disadvantage. And I'm sure they're telling them you're putting us at a disadvantage now. Because last year when the regs should have come, Bitcoin was only like, what were we at? Like 50-something thousand, 53-ish, like kind of like in those days. Last year, July, June. I don't remember exactly, but go look at a Bitcoin chart and whatever. We were way down there, whatever that number is. I think it was like 50-ish, right? 49-ish, 53-ish. And so those guys are telling their politicians, look, you motherfuckers, you were supposed to come out with crypto last year. Crypto regs last year. And now you fucked up. Now fucking Bitcoin's at 100 fucking grand when it was at fucking 50 grand last time. Get this shit done. Right? That's, you know, that's just real shit, right? I mean, if you're a politician, yeah, well, this banker gives you money for your campaign. You better perform, right? Let's get real. Politicians do what their donors want. You know, let's get real about it, all right? And so, yeah, they're telling them, like, you motherfuckers, come on. Quickly, here come the Americans. And so it's great for us in that, like I told you before, they're going to be competing for our assets, right? These guys are going to be competing for our assets now, right? I used to tell you about just build your cryptocurrency warehouse big, bang, strong, bang, fill it with revenue generating product. Trust me, these guys are going to trip over each other, beat each other to death to come get our crypto. You're going to be rich. Yeah, I mean, depending on what you own and how much of it you own, but, you know, like, let me tell you, for you brothers who've been here with me, you're all going to be rich. I mean, we've already been rich. We already had, in 2021, we were already millionaires. It's going to take a little longer now. We got to wait again until 25-cent V-chain, but look, yeah, we're on our way. Now we've got the first and second financial centers of the world about to come online. And they ain't fucking around. And I mean, it ain't just fucking around. I mean, and the U.S. is not just talking about giving crypto regs, but they're talking about using Bitcoin as a reserve. That's the next level, right? It's one thing to get regs, like in Europe, MiCA regs. Yeah, that's what you need. Yeah, but Trump's all like, yeah, I'm going to reg it up. Yeah, I'm going to fucking buy a whole bunch of this shit, and put it in the reserve, daggone. So this is great, great, great. All right. I've talked enough. Holy shit, this is almost 2 hours. Oh, fuck. All right, look, guys. So I'm gonna leave you. I'm going to let you get back to your wives and lives. Let's chill it and kill it. Let's get you back to your wives and lives. I was having so much fun talking to you because we're about to be rich. We're about to be fucking rich. All right, let's do the outro and let's get out of here. Look, my name is Shomari. What is it? Let's chill it and kill it. Let's get you back to your wives and lives. Bang! I don't even remember what the outro is. My name is Shomari Clarke. I love talking money. I love talking crypto. Watch that video here. Subscribe there and get your mind, or subscribe here. Watch that video there and get your mind right. My name is Shomari Clarke. I love talking money. I love talking crypto. Bang! This is the favorite time of my day. Bang! So thank you for having me in your home, and I'll see you all next time for another fun fact-filled day of crypto talk. But until then, subscribe here. Watch that video there, and I'll see you all next time. My name is Shomari Clarke. I love you all. You daggone miscreants. Look! Let's get this money. Bang! Don't be afraid to accumulate a little more. Over and out.